What's going on, everybody? Welcome to DCA Adventure. I am Jay, back again with a cryptocurrency market update. Guys, if you love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. I'm not your financial advisor. Trading is very risky, so do not be trading with money you are not willing to lose. Hear the spiel on every trading video I'm sure you guys watch. If you're interested in where I'm trading, I'm over at Bybit, Phemex, Pionex, Coinbase, a little bit of everywhere. Links for most of those will be in the description. Use the links, guys. You will get deposit bonuses, and there's all kinds of other easy ways to earn free money, so go take advantage. If you're inside the US, you need to use a VPN if trying to sign up to Bybit or Phemex. Also, if you're into stocks, check out Firstrade. They also do crypto as well, but they're zero trade fees over there. Sign up, $0 deposit, you will get a free stock. Sell the stock, buy some crypto. Know what I'm saying? If you guys are interested in some freaking cryptocurrency merch, some coffee, all that good stuff, you guys need to go over to DogeLordCoffee.com. And if you guys are interested in trading, definitely join the DCA Patreon group. Join my tier trading with the view, and by doing so, you guys are going to get access to the DCA oscillator, which is right here. And you're also going to get access to the power tool that you see right here, and all kinds of cool other tools that I've made just for the Patreons only. And you're going to get access to the private signal group inside the Discord channel, and we have multiple bots trading off multiple different algorithms coded by my buddy AstroPark that are spitting out trades 24/7. So if I'm not trading, those things are. Jump over here to YouTube real fast. What up, Tech Man? What up, John Germain? Yes, I was super freaking sick over the weekend, so I didn't look at no charts. I wasn't in no Discords. I didn't do nothing. Laid around all weekend. I took the kids to a haunted trail. And it got kind of cold, so I don't know if it being cold out made me sick or what, but I definitely was feeling like crap. Alright, so we are going to jump right on over to CoinGecko, my super duper favorite place to look at the overall cryptocurrency market. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin is down 2.7% for the last 7 days, coming in at $20,205. Ethereum down 2.3% for the week, coming in at $1,530. BNB is up 10%, making moves at 319. That's pretty good. I'm holding BNB. XRP is down 2.8, coming in at 45 cents. Dogecoin up 81.7%, coming in at 13 cents. I think its high was right around 14 cents. Tech Man, you've been sick the last 2 days too. It wasn't so much my stomach. I had a sore throat. I had a headache. I'm fevery. Like my body was real achy. I was exhausted too. I just had no energy to do anything. Polymatic down 4.5%, coming in at 89 cents. So it's going to be across the board, red green. SHIB, it's up 10.7%. Now the reason why Doge and the reason why SHIB are up is obviously because of the Elon news, him taking over Twitter. So that's why those are pumping. Everything else has had pretty small pumps, nothing too crazy like them. We do got, whoa, Cosmos is down here making 10% gains for the week, coming in at $13.58. Link is up to 756. That's pretty good. Ethereum Classic is down 8.7, coming in at $23. I am holding some Near Protocol. It's down 4.2%. I'm actually staking some of this over on Binance. I haven't checked it for a while, so need to probably do that. I do know I got to do, I'm still good to do the snapshot for Flux, right? Techman, do you know? Appreciate that. Yeah, I was watching the interview that Mikkel did with Chris, with the guys doing the trading bot. I just started watching their video right before I jumped on stream here. I was trying to catch up a little bit on what's going on, and yeah, I wish I wouldn't have missed that interview. There's like so many things I need to say. DogeLord Mars pump today. Holy fuck balls, dude. I need to get my phone on. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm holding right now on crypto.com, I think. Oh man, and my phone just shut off because it's dead. How much did it pump, Tech Man? And actually, dude, for me to even claim, I don't think it's worth it, because the only thing that's in that wallet is what I mined, and obviously I didn't mine a whole shit ton of Flux. So I think the fee for me to claim is going to be more than what I'm even holding, so I don't think I'm even going to buy. I might go through the motions just so I can learn how to do it, make sure I'm claiming right, but 12% I think, yeah, I'm going to have to check that. Tokenized exchange. Wow. So you got some Terra Luna Classic. I'm holding millions of this right now. There was some news about Terra Luna Classic coming up with a new stable coin. I forget the name of it now, but I'm sure you guys could find it if you googled it. They're gonna try to make a new stable coin. They're gonna try to redo this and make it right. So who knows? I mean, it's possible that Terra could maybe make a comeback. Who knows? It's possible. You know what I'm mining right now, Techman? Is that Meow coin, baby. Making thousands of them things a day. And I'm just gonna stack them up until they spike, and then dump them. Actually, I'm gonna move them, because right now I'm using Trade Ogre on my exchange, and Trade Ogre sucks. So I think I'm gonna move them to somewhere else. Whoever's trading Meowcoin to USD, because Trade Ogre is not. They're only trading it to Litecoin, which is fine too, because if I do get out of it on Trade Ogre, I'm definitely getting out in Litecoin and sending the Litecoin somewhere else, and then getting back into Bitcoin or USD or whatever it is I want to do. AR made a move of 31.6%. 21.8% of that was in the last hour. So there's quite a few on here that I have not ever seen before. Mina protocol. I think Coinbase has this. I think I'm actually holding some of this. I'm not sure. But we're going to jump right on over into the chart. Now this was, let's go over here to the dollar. This is the first chart that I want to show you guys, is the dollar index. Now there's been a pretty sweet correlation with the dollar versus stock market, cryptocurrency markets, and that correlation is that when the dollar is strong and going up, stock markets and cryptocurrency are going down. When the dollar is weak, stock markets and cryptocurrency markets go up. Now this is not a correlation that happens all the time, but it has been happening for the last several years. So as you can see on this chart, that since we've had these inflation rate hikes, and we just had another one here a couple days ago, with all this stuff happening and how high inflation is, and you know, it costs more to do this, costs more to do that. It's pushing the price of the dollar up. So the dollar actually was worth at a high of $1.14 back on Wednesday the 28th. So you can see that it is over the 21-day moving average. We did just dip under it right now. We just printed this candle. It's only a couple hours old. We have 21 days, 47 minutes left in the daily candle. But hopefully we're going to get a cool off period here on the dollar, and the dollar will drop back down to the significant area of support starting at right around 111 down to 110. Doesn't sound like that big of a move, but that's a pretty big move. It's a pretty big area of support. So we're going to go ahead and draw this on the chart. That way we can check it next week and we can watch this correlation happen, and then try to use it to our advantage, right? So if we see the dollar really start dumping, which I really don't think it's going to, I think it'll reset here. I think we'll have a cool down period, and then I think it'll go up again. But we shall see. We are making lower highs. That's bearish. So we'll see what's going to happen with it. But right now, we should be probably watching crypto markets. If you're into the crypto markets, because if we fall down to this box, crypto and stocks are definitely going to have a nice green day, right? That's what we're hoping for. Green days. Check out the weekly real quick. Weekly is looking super good, super bullish on the weekly. Overextended though on the oscillator, so definitely could have some room to cool down and come down here a little bit. So keep an eye on this. The ticker for the dollar, if you're using TradingView, the ticker for the dollar is going to be DXY. You just go up into your bar over here, go type DXY. You can either have it on all. You can, if you check different ones, you can look at different things. So like if you're on crypto, it'll have DYX wrapped with ETH. Indices has a couple different DYXs on here, a couple different indexes. Leave it on all, you'll pretty much get everything of all the lists. So we are going to jump over to Bitcoin, and this is the chart that we drew on last week's video for Bitcoin, and as you guys can see, we're following her pretty good. Pretty good. We came all the way up to that 21-week moving average, and we rejected off of it. You can see that there. I'll try to blow it up so you can see a little better. And this is why I trade the moving averages on the daily and the weekly, you guys. 3-day chart, you can trade them on a 3-day chart. Daily and higher. Anything on the daily and higher when you're using the 2150 and 200. You can even sneak the 100 in there, but they're very strong indicators. They tell you a ton of information. So we're out on the weekly. We come up to the 21. We know the 21-week moving average is acting as what? It's acting as resistance. Why is it acting as resistance? Because price action's underneath of it. So when we're underneath of it, we know that it's resistance. We're looking left on the chart. We see all this old support that is going to be near resistance. Odds are it's not going to break up past that 21-week moving average on the first run. So here we go, boom, we hit, we reject. If you're taking leverage trades, this is where you trade leverage at. So you take a leverage short here at that 21 moving average, and boom, you'd be in the money right now with your stop loss inching down on a weekly candle. You just inch this thing down, and you'll see it a lot better on a daily. So you'd have been taking your short right up here on your daily. You wouldn't have seen it on the daily, you'd have seen it on your weekly. But on your daily, that short would have taken place right here, and you just move that stop loss down, move it down, move it down. And this box of resistance we drew in last week, I mean, it played off of it perfect. We dipped into it a little bit, but we definitely respected the resistance there. We rejected it. Probably going to come back down to the 21-day, the 50-day. Set that 19,800 down to 19,500. We could even go all the way down to this trend line that we have drawn down here. It's not too valid. I don't know what the hell we was doing with it last week. We can draw it in there, something like that. But it probably could come down to the 19 all the way down to like the 18.4, 18.5 area. Now again, guys, still at the make or break for Bitcoin. We've been trading sideways. We've been trading in this area for a long time, since back in June, July, August, September, October. So quite a few months we've been in this range. We've been range bound right here. Each time we test this area of resistance, it's going to get weaker and weaker. So eventually we are going to break through. When? When is it going to happen, right? This is a bullish cross. The 21-day did cross above the 50-day, which is bullish. You can see here we were overextended on the oscillator, so it was time to move down, reset. We did say that last week. We'd probably have a cool down period. For the oscillator to reset, could definitely see price coming back down here to these moving averages. So be watching for this. Anytime you see these rounded tops, these are not good. Normally you'll get this little it'll do one of these numbers. Damn it. Get the marker. Okay. It'll start doing this kind of stuff. And then boom, down. Keep hitting all my other buttons. Probably pasted that 400 times on there. It did. I might have to start using my other mouse when I go live, because man, this one only does it to me when I'm live. I can be using it all day long. It never does this when I'm charting, only when I'm doing live streams. Oh my gosh, and it like copied and pasted it 450 times. What up, Oz? I'm recovering from feeling under the weather for the last couple days. Man. Yeah, we'll just get off of that. We'll just hide that somewhere else, and I'll fix that later. Oh, nope, it's not gonna let me. Unless I erase every one of them. Damn. There it is. So if we go out onto the weekly for Bitcoin, we need to get back above that 21 week. We got to close above 20,800, 21,000. A good close above 21,000 would give us a little bit of hope, right? But don't get excited, guys. Any good spikes, any good run-ups, be watching for like the 23,000, 24,000 like we said last week. But watch for rejections there, especially at this box. Watch for rejection at this box. I highly doubt we'll make it to 30,000 for a while. I think it'll be a real long while before we get back up to 30,000. Things definitely got to turn around with our economy, with inflation, with everything, before we see any crazy bull runs, right? If we're smart, though, we can trade the in-betweens. We can take the shorts. We can take the longs. If you look at this on a 3-day chart, look at Bitcoin on a 3-day chart, it is making a bull pattern. A nice pennant pattern, right? Boom, boom. I mean, that's lazily drawn in there, but you guys get the picture, right? Watch for a pop up there to that 50 moving average around 20,800. This is on a 3-day chart, so you want to put that on your chart and be watching it. As of right now, I am still very bearish overall short-term crypto market. I'm going to be taking the shorts on all the pumps. Shorted the shit out of Doge. I got in a little early on the first one. I got stopped out. I had to reset. But yes, was short at the very top of Doge. 14 something I was in at. I did it multiple times on the wicks. So definitely trade, you know what I mean? As far as investing goes, small amounts on the way down. Small amounts on the way down. Until the dailies start going bullish, we're not looking to really start loading our bags quite yet. We're going to jump right over to Flux. Flux, we drew this chart last week. I told you guys to pause the video, and I told you guys specifically, draw this breakout trade in. It's a nice channel. There's two different ways you can draw this in. And this is how we drew it in, right? We drew the channel, and then I drew this little trend line here on the bottom, and everything was super slick. So if you'd have drew this in on your chart and you would have taken this trade, you would have bought Flux right here on the breakout. So you bought Flux at 74 cents. You'd have taken your profit on Flux over here. Why over here? Because that's where we had our box of resistance. So as soon as we even started getting close to it, you know, you're thinking about getting out of that trade, or you're moving your stop loss forward, locking in those profits. So you'd have taken the buy at, what did we say, 74, and you'd have got out around 82, 83. Now that's a hell of a good trade, especially if using leverage. And the cool thing about the trade, so the breakout trade happens, we come out, it actually rejected, turned around and came back down. We're still using that trend line as support right now. So hopefully it rejects off of here and validates support, and we take the run up again and hit this box again around 78 to 80 cents. So that would have been a super easy trade if you'd have taken it. This is why we do pattern trading, breakout trades. You know, we skipped all this noise in the middle of the pattern. We didn't do anything there. And I know you're like, oh man, you're missing all kinds of opportunities through there. And you are, but you know, look, if you'd have bought here, and you'd have been down here forever. You probably would have got screwed or tapped out. I'm curious to see what caused the Litecoin daily green wick today. Really? Where was this at? I mean, if it was on freaking Binance, I could tell you why. Kyle Rose at 3 commas. In your opinion, the best bot trade this range? Okay, so I do have a 3 commas affiliate link down there, but I do not like 3 commas. They're okay, like they work, and their shit's pretty. It's hard for beginners, I'll say that. Like if you don't understand how bots work or coding works or any kind of stuff like that, 3 commas can be a bitch. If I were you, I'd recommend going over to Pionex. I know quite a few of the big dogs over on Pionex, so that's why I recommend it. It's easier for me if something goes on to like get technical support. 2, the bots are super user friendly. They have a million different kinds of bots. 3, it's free to use their bots, right? You're just paying a small amount on your trading fees. 3 commas is pretty expensive to run their bots. I've used 3 commas from day one, from when they very first went live. I've had an account with them. I'm not bad-mouthing them at all. I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying that their user interface is pretty hard. I would not recommend it starting out. Go over and screw around with Pionex. Learn how to do like a grid bot, because grid bots are super sweet. What a grid bot is. So like, let's say you wanted to trade a range. And you wanted to start your range at 64 cents. So boom, you could put one there. And then you could say, okay, I want 50 grids. So then the bot will automatically put 50 grids. So you wanted to start your grid at 64 cents. And let's say you want to end your grid up here at resistance at 78 cents. And then you tell the bot, hey, I want 50 grids. So it'll go in between them 2 price points. And it's going to place these grids. And then it's going to buy and sell for you as it goes up and hits your grids, right? What up, Sarth? How you doing, brother? So as it hits the grids, it will buy and sell. And you can do like DCA grid where the bot will DCA, it'll dollar cost average buy for you. You can do DCA sell where it'll dollar cost average sell. There's all kinds of different bots over there, but the grid bot's one of the easiest ones to learn how to use. I do have a video on how to use those bots I've done way long time ago. I could do a refresher course, and I could also probably bring on the guy that runs the Pionex discords over there. I should bring him on the show and have him go over, because there's been all kinds of new updates and all kinds of new shit going on over there that, you know, it's hard to keep up with all that kind of stuff. But yeah, in my opinion, check out Pionex. Before you start paying good money, big money to run bots, I wouldn't use 3 commas. Do Pionex, see how you like it. That interview Mikkel and Chris did the other day with that trading bot and owning the NFT, like I said, I just started it, but is that for, are you talking for Pionex, Kyle? I will see here. This is my 3 commas. If you wait till after stream, I will get you the one for Pionex. I don't see the one on here for, I don't see it on the YouTube in the description, but if you're finding it in like the Discord, then you probably have the right one. I just can't do it right now, you know what I mean, without doxing myself. I have my ideas. Look at the monthly chart and see the green buy print on the momentum wave. And we're gonna want to go. Wonder if they got an all-time index. How does Litecoin not have an all-time index? That's bullcrap. Oh, damn. Look, we even have a chart on here for it, too. Let's check the monthly. Okay. Boom. Yep, monthly printed the buy down here on the bottom, right on the momentum wave. And that's what Oz is talking about. So like if you have this oscillator, we're watching momentum here, and this is 2 different types of momentum being calculated, right? So when the orange wave comes down and it clips off and disappears into the dark blue wave, that's when you're taking your trade. That's when the momentum, that's when price will start going up. And then it printed the dot. It didn't print the dot till, I don't know when it printed the dot. We're only 3 days into this month. 2 days in. It could have printed it today. It could have printed it yesterday. Any time from the 1st till now. But hitting the box of resistance that we have drawn in there. Let me get this off. I got a bunch of crayon drawing up there right now. If we go back down onto the daily, so we got a bullish cross on the 2nd of November. The 21 crossed over the 50-day. And then we hopped right up here to this resistance. Now, what's interesting about this chart is Litecoin is not doing what Bitcoin and Ethereum is, right? Because Bitcoin, we're still under our 200-day moving average. Here's Bitcoin. We're still way under our 200-day. Here's Ethereum. Ethereum, I think we might be over. Oh, we're still under the 200-day on Ethereum too as well. So interesting that Litecoin is above its 200-day. Now what would be super bullish is if it closes above this 200-day. So it's got to stay up above $62. It close above $62 and then it's going to try to go up again to around that 67. And it's got really nice support right under it at 62. So what we can do, you take a box, and we're going to kind of overlap a box a little bit because it starts such good support in there. Damn it. And there's a ton of touches, and Litecoin is like well known for its layers and layers of support and resistance. I damn near just gave myself vertigo from doing all that moving of the chart. But yes, I wonder what news, if there is any news going on right now with Litecoin. Let's draw some proper trend lines and see what we see. So let's get rid of all this stuff. If you have it drawn in like that, it's a pretty big breakout trade, so as long as we stay above it, like I said, any close above the 200-day moving average is going to be bullish. Wonder what the 3-day showing. Possible bullish cross getting ready to happen on a 3-day chart. VWAP wave. Look at the VWAP wave, man. That's monster. Above zero. You got momentum just starting to go above zero. We still got a ways away to go for it to even be overextended in the oversold or overbought area. So it definitely could break up here to the 66, 67 area. Heh, very possible. It's very possible. It'd be great to see these big green snake eyes, right? You get the snake eyes, you know we're about to have a blast off. Jumping over to good old Ethereum. We drew this chart last week for you guys. This was another breakout trade. Told you to pause the video, put the lines on the chart, watch for the breakout. Now you guys see we did break out of this thing. If you'd have put your buy right there, boom, you'd have bought at 14.98, stop loss back in the middle, you'd have rode it all the way up close to that 200-day moving average. Why are you taking profit there? We know the 200 is acting as resistance, and we have a shit ton of resistance over here. The tool that I have up right now, this is the DCA power tool, the one that has the buy sell signals. It's got all these other lines on it. Cross this off. So this is the EMA ribbon I was showing you guys. Buy sell signals, triangles, telling you when the ribbon recovers, when it's getting ready to pop. If you use Heiken Ashi candles, you can come into the settings, click Heiken Ashi analysis, and it will give you the tools on the Heiken Ashi candles. Now Heiken Ashi calculates candles way differently from regular candles, so you got to be careful in using them and knowing what the difference is, right? because sometimes, you know, your open and closing price, if it's above a certain moving average, is very important. So Heiken Ashi definitely is completely different when it comes to the open and closes. But if Ethereum can break above that 1643 and it can close above 1643, it shouldn't have no problem getting back up above that 1700 area. It gets back above 1700 even and closes, and then it's going to fight the next area right around 1920. And it's not that significant in the grand scheme of things. You zoom way out on this, you guys, it's really not that significant area of resistances through here, so very possible that it does get up through there. The same little area, we got the same exact little pattern on Bitcoin's chart on the left of it that we hit off of as resistance as well. So this little bastard is going to give us trouble, I feel. Way overextended. You can see that momentum clipped off the dark blue wave. We did get the big top, the big sell signal right there, and even got the little top, little sell signal right there. It wouldn't surprise me, you guys, to see this come back down to the trend line to about 1430, 1440. Let everything reset, let momentum and everything come back down, reset, take off again. Now we don't want to see it come back down inside the pattern. If we get a drop and it breaks back down into the pattern, it's probably going to go through it. And obviously this box of support at 1271 is the only thing there at the bottom. So weird that you just asked me that, Kyle Rosa. So freaking weird you asked me that. Because I just seen this thing. It was called... oh shit. Something, but Lux is who created it. And I'm sure the Echo Lux algo indicator is probably pretty good if it's made by Lux. We'll look it up here in a second. I'll go on here and we will take off this one. So the DCA power tool, like if you guys was to join the Patreon group, you should get the DCA power tool to where it already comes like this, where it's using DCA colors on the EMA ribbon. The DCA oscillator on the bottom. It's got DCA colors on the waves. All this stuff should coincide with each other. But we're going to jump up here to indicators, and you are saying Echo Lux. Let's try Lux. Use TradingView for their charts or their tools. So when I seen the name Lux, it just made me automatically think maybe TradingView. We'll just turn this on and see what it is. I have no idea how this tool works. But yeah, if you can somehow get me to a link to it where I can look at it and find it and possibly use it, I can give you a way better opinion about how it works. But if it's the same Lux people who make this stuff on TradingView, all their shit's pretty good. Let's see, this is all Lux algo, all these down here. So like with, see these premium ones, you have to be signed up to like their Patreon or whatever. And that's like the same with our tools. As soon as you sign up to our Patreon, sorry, I unlock all this stuff and then you guys will have access. Check this out. The old McDonald's pattern by Lux. See the McDonald's? And it'll do them on top too. And now these are them M patterns I tell you guys about all the time, right? Oh crap, I forgot to tell you guys too, in the DCA Discord, Helpful Crypto Miner is going to be taking over a lot on the traditional stock market channel. He's going to be posting a lot more over there, so be on the lookout for that, you guys. Guys doing some pretty awesome trading. If you guys are ever interested in any like special indicator, like you want to make one custom tailored to the way you trade, you can hit me up. We'll go over a plan. We'll write down what you want it to do, and then I will do my very best to make it for you. It'd be super awesome. I've done quite a few. My buddy Hassan, I've made him a few scripts, made him a couple. The most recent one I made him was a top and bottom script. So what the tool does is it will find the tops and bottoms of market structures and it highlights them. But I can do pretty much anything that you want for the most part. GMT, this is the step-in. We did a huge breakout trade on this. We drew in for you guys. It was something like this. I think it broke down actually, if I remember correctly. Oops. But this is another good one to redraw back in there. You got it's a narrowing wedge. It's starting to pinch down here at the bottom. So as we go down and we get closer to the end of this thing, eventually it'll break. Using that 21-day moving average as resistance. This might be the time to go buy you one of them shoes, you know. This thing getting super low. My Ecolux looks same but projects a future line. Are you using it on TradingView? Because I bet you I could make it make a future line as well. I just would have to code it in there. And that line is probably just a moving average, I would assume. Oh, they have their coding locked, but I can still see. Cumulative, we can do mean on, you know what? Let's go back to cumulative. Okay, I see. Forecast style, we'll do a yellow line. Show area style. What's cool too is I can go into this Ecolux algo and I can make it do different things going off of coding from any one of my scripts. Like I can make it do what the EMA5 does inside my ribbon. So boom, we'll take that off there. So would this be the line you're talking about? This yellow one right here that I got pulled up. Let me take off the other two. Bam, bam, bam. So something like that. So if this is right, then Kyle Rosa, if this is right, then this is saying perfect. Appreciate it. If this is right, then this is saying this is going to break out. If it breaks out of the pattern and it does exactly what we want it to do, this is exactly picture perfect how trades on breakout trades is what you want to see in a bullish scenario, right? So it'll be the complete opposite of this in a bearish scenario. So if we were shorting, we would want to see this exact thing just upside down, validating resistance instead of validating support as we are right now. So we break out, we come back, we validate support, we take off, we come back, we validate support, we take off, we come back, we validate support, bam, bam, bounce around, validate support. So there's all kinds of opportunities in here. You just have to make sure to take your profits up here at the resistance because it does eventually come back down. And if you stretch that trend line out, it'll probably get pretty close to it. But if this is a tool that you guys are interested in, I can definitely make my own version of this and send it out to you guys for the Patreons. We can I can make one pretty similar. Ours will obviously have the DCA spin on it, but my cousin brought Keystone hardware wallet from USA. That's awesome. I've never heard of Keystone, I don't think. I'll go down here and jump in the Discord and see what that picture looks like. Ah, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you got the OG crypto mentors. Yeah. Got the good one. So Litecoin, yeah, hitting the 200 day. Got the stochastics up. I like it. Oh, that was oh, see, this is what Helpful Crypto's posting in the traditional stock market. He's also using a DCA oscillator down here. He's using DCA smart candles. We have a code that will show you different candles, bearish, bullish candles. And he's also using the DCA SMA crossover tool as well on his charting. Super badass crypto. Helpful Crypto. Fill that baby up, right? Just make sure you write down that private key and all that stuff multiple different times, and you spread that stuff out multiple different times so you don't lose it. Hardware wallets are super great until you can't get into them. Is there anything you guys want me to take a look at? We got about 10 minutes left. Heck yeah, I want to see it. I definitely want to dig into it and see what Keystone is and what they can do. I might just get one. I'm using a Trezor right now, and they have way too many vulnerabilities. They've been hacked way too many times. Posted in general chat. Gotcha. Find the wrong thing again. I'm in the general. I don't see it there, Kyle. Ah, shit, that's why, yep. That'd be why. Boom. Okay. There we go. Yep, I definitely, since you gave me the idea to make this, Kyle, I will make this and definitely send this over to you. And then Patreons definitely be looking out for this as well. We'll send this out. But give me a couple days. Get everything together. Make sure the stuff that I want to add to it's going to work. Pine Editor has done a ton of updates. It's like they're always updating something, but like these have been major updates, and you have to almost relearn everything again. But I want to definitely make something like this, because you know what, let's see if we can go back and back test, maybe like do a bar replay. I want to see. Okay, let's shrink this down. Like if we can do a bar replay and see if this is accurate. Like, okay, so take everything off. Let's do a bar replay. Like right there. Okay, so this is perfect, perfect, exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, so now we took off the candles, right? We erased them. Now pay attention to this yellow line. Right, we want to watch the candles when we hit play. When we hit play, let's see what happens. See it repainting on itself. Just be careful. It caught some of them, but you can see this thing is repainting the line. The line's changing itself to make it right. You know what I mean? That would be my first red flag as saying, you know what I mean, just be careful with it. I'm not saying it's a junk tool, just be careful with it. We had this problem when we first started making tools for crypto mentors. The first couple tools that we made, they would repaint. So like it would say buy here, and then it would take a shit. You would go back and look at it, and it would then take the buy out and put a sell signal in. So it was very misleading, and it was making itself be right no matter what. So we were like, fuck that. That's not cool. You know what I mean? We want our tools, if it fucks up and does the wrong thing, we want it to stay there. It's the only way we're going to be able to make it better and learn from it, right? So in most of our stuff, all the DCA oscillator, unless you're looking at it like on a second time frame, but the DCA oscillator and the power tool will not repaint on you. When it prints something, it's printed. That's what it is. Oh, a cold wallet, nice. Or we can just watch you. That's right, buddy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. But if you want to do what I just did and play around with that tool a little bit more, I think I'm still going to make one and see if we can't make it not repaint itself, right? When it gives us a line, a guesstimation line, I want the line to stay there to see how close the guesstimation was going to be. The only problem I see in doing that and making the line actually stay and do that is we would literally have to plot out each one of these price points, right? I would have to go into that code and plot that out. Now to make that plot itself out all by itself the next time, to make it stay there and not repaint, I'm not sure how to go about it with the coding. But if you want to play around and do what I just did with the candles, all you're going to do is go up to the bar replay. You're going to click it, and then you can pull back as far as you want to go. So if you want to go all the way back here, we'll take that all the way back there. Wanting to see if it'd pop it back up on here, if we could run it again and see what happens. Alright, so it's got our line going down. Let's go at 3x speed and play. Ooh, got that one. Got those ones. Well, alright guys, we are about out of time, but I appreciate you guys for coming. Make sure you stay frosty. Be watching that Bitcoin. We're still at do or die like we have been for the last several months. Remember, 18.4, 18.5 is like the lowest we want to go. We don't want to go any lower, get any closes below that. Overall right now, guys, still bearish short term. Still think we got quite a while yet before we can comfortably say that we have hit bottom, right? It's going to be quite a while. Doesn't mean that we can't make some money in between on a lot of these pumps and dumps. We're going to let this shit pump up naturally, make money naturally, and then we're going to short it and force it to make money on the way down. Remember guys, go check out Firstrade. $0 deposit. You don't have to put no money in, just sign up. You will get a free stock. Trade that shitty stock for some kick-ass crypto. 0 trading fees as well. I actually ended up with a Boeing. I got a free Boeing stock. Back when I got it, it was valued in the 200s, $250, I think, somewhere in there. Right now I hold a few Boeing. I just recently got into some Facebook because this has been down. I do want to take a look at that real fast. Kyle, definitely still gonna make this tool and see what I can do different with it. And I will send it to you as soon as I make it and let you play around with it, see what you think. So Meta, we're gonna look over here at the weekly. Now this is Facebook. Now this started going on, I think, when all the news with Elon taking over Twitter and all that good stuff. But it's been a long time since Meta's been this low, right? I started dollar cost averaging into Meta at $100. My average buy right now on Meta is $97, I think, because I bought some today too at $94. But yeah, so Meta, Boeing, and there's one other big one that I'm holding. NIO, N-I-O. I'm holding like $800 in NIO. It's an electric battery car company. So what they do, instead of having to supercharge all the time and drive your car to a supercharging location, instead what this company is going to do is they're going to make these little locations that take up no more room than the size of a parking space. And instead of supercharging, you are going to be on a monthly subscription to this battery company. And instead of charging your car, you're just going to swap the batteries. You're going to pull up over this parking spot that's going to pop your battery out of your car and slam a new one into it way quicker and faster than it would be to supercharge it. And then so you know, that's interesting to me, so I figured that I would buy into that. Of course, when I discovered the stock compared to when I bought in, it completely took a nosedive. I think I got in, I started buying at 30 some dollars. It's down to like $15. So I've lost, you know, 50%, but I still think it's got I still think it's got it. And we're going to look. Let's take a look at it real fast, too. We might as well. Oh, no, it's down to $9.49. So, yeah, I was buying up here in the $30 area. And then just kept dollar cost averaging. Now, I did not really look at the chart too much. I bought in here, and this looked pretty good. Looked like a nice bull pattern, bull flag. Did not expect to take a complete shit like that, but it happens. I still think, like, right now we're still at market structure. We're at the bottom of the market structure. So as long as it does not go any lower than here, I think I'm going to be safe. And another good sign, too, is this candle on the weekly. Wicks on top and bottom, so that's pretty good. See how you get this nice long-legged doji is what this candle is called. So when you get it at the bottom of a dump, this is a good sign of a reversal. So we kind of want to see that happen here. And what was the other one? Neo, Facebook, Boeing. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, ARDX. So this is one that I was holding a while back. And as soon as I got out of this, I knew it too. I held this for a while. I bought at $1, watched it drop all the way to like 35 cents. Started getting almost at break even. Discovered Neo. Was like, you know what, I'm going to get into Neo. Ended up selling out of ARDX at like 80 some cents. Put that money into Neo. Watched Neo drop. But this ended up skyrocketing right after I sold it. Today it made a high of $1.75. Which sucks because I was holding over 1,000 some shares. I had almost 2,000 shares at one time. So that would have been a nice little trade there. Appreciate that, Sarth. Appreciate you for stopping in, brother. But alright, guys, my time is up. I'm going to get off here. I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so that comes super, super quick. In my time, right now, it's 10 o'clock at my time, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. 6 hours of sleep if I go to bed right now. If I go to bed right now. My normal routine is I'll get up and I'll get on the computer, look at the charts for about an hour, hour and a half while I drink my coffee, get ready, get moving about my day. And then I get home right around 3:30, 4 o'clock sometimes. This last week, been getting home a little bit later. We've been doing a pretty big job for this dispensary that we're doing. We've made a big sign for them and stuff, so it's been a big job doing the install. We're almost done though. I'm going to post some pictures and show you guys. We've built 100% of this thing. It's pretty awesome. And what's even cooler is just me and my boss are the only two guys putting this thing together and doing this install of all this big crazy stuff. Has anybody ever used the suction cups? Like you've seen people make videos of like climbing up the side of a wall using these handheld suction cup giddy-ups. Well, we have some, and let me tell you what, they're the most freaking awesomest things I've ever used in my life. You can literally push these things up against whatever, and you hit the thumb button and you just pump it, and it sucks the air out of it. And they'll hold up to almost 200 pounds on each one, so, you know, you can hold 400 pounds, 200 in each hand. I know, I keep trying to, there's a big-ass wind turbine where we're working, and I want to climb it, but I'm not allowed. He won't let me do it, but I think I got him talked into it. Hopefully here soon he'll let me climb to the top of that thing. I think it'd be badass. Tech man, no. That's right, Kyle, stay savage. Yeah, be looking in the Discord tomorrow for a picture. I'm going to get a picture of me hanging on something. You guys are going to think it's badass. Not a problem, Sarth. I appreciate you, brother. We gotta get that wallet loaded up with ETH. But with that being said, y'all, have a good night. Have a kick-ass rest of the week. If you guys are frustrated, thinking about buying, selling, don't know exactly what you should be doing, hit me up in the Discord, send me a message, post a chart, anything of the sort, and we'll definitely get with you and give you my honest opinion on what I would do. And we will do that. You know what, Sarth? Why don't we look at H-bar real quick before we go? Just so I can get an idea. And I'm going to actually mark that down to look at for in the morning. I look at the list that we made, Sarth. I look at it every single morning. That's like part of my routine. Let's check it on... I can't believe BitMEX is still going. That's crazy. Don't ever trade here, guys. Don't ever go to BitMEX and trade, ever. Very good way to lose your money. Back when I started this journey, BitMEX was one of the very only ones out there doing leverage trading at the time. So unfortunately, that's where I had to learn. And they suck. Just put it like that. Whoa, that is definitely not what we was wanting to look at. Boom, there we go. Go down to the daily, turn the moving averages on. So right now we're about to get a bearish cross. 21 is looking like it's wanting to cross underneath that 50. Real heavy support right around almost 6 cents. It's right at that 6 cents mark, but got nice resistance right there. So I'll check back on this in the morning, and this might be setting up for a buy down here somewheres. Get it at 5.5 cents instead of 6. Reef. Let's take a look at Reef. It's cheap enough. We could get a lot of these. Yeah, like its major market structure is up at, you know, almost a penny and a half. If it could hit $1. Its high was 30 cents, almost 31 cents. This might be worth picking up. And technically, guys, Reef is in a bull run on a daily chart, technically. This is how we want Bitcoin and Ethereum moving averages to be like. We want the 21 on top, 50 in the middle, 200 on the bottom. Now this had a golden cross. What a golden cross is when the 50-day crosses above the 200-day on a daily time frame. That's what happened here back Thursday, October 20th. We got the golden cross. Now see how we get the golden cross. That's bullish, but we dumped. It always happens like that. But right now things are bullish, so we still need to get it back above the 50-day, back above that 005, and then get above the 006. Once we do that, it'll be off to the races, jumping up there to that 0.078 like nothing. That could make you a lot of money. So I'm probably gonna start loading up, and this is a decent area too to load up on this. This is so cheap right now. It could fall down to 0.047. It's pretty good support down there too. Do something like that. But yeah, this looks like a good one to maybe throw in the investment bag. You know what I mean? I like buying and mining coins where I'm gonna make thousands and thousands and thousands of them, right? Because we always know what crypto does. All these coins, every single one of them, at least once or twice in their time, have stupid, humongous pumps. So if you can have enough of it stacked up and you get that stupid pump, it can be life-changing. So that's been my mission here for these last few months. I've been speculative mining different stuff. Like right now, I've been on Meowcoin for the last 2 weeks. Been mining the absolute crap out of it. It's running Kapow algorithm, so I mean it's a little harder on my equipment, but I think after this is done, after I'm done with Meowcoin, once it starts getting too hard to mine, who knows what I'll do. I think I seen something about Raptorium being able to mine on GPUs again, maybe. My strong intuition, low risk, high reward. That's right, Sarth. I will give you the best coin in DM. We'll definitely be buying some, that is for damn sure. But alright guys, you have a good night. Hit me up in the Discord. I will see you guys next week. Appreciate each and every one of you. All of you's FA.